Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Shop Boys, the podcast where Toronto's vintage fashion meets the city's hottest artists and celebrities. My name is Marcus Lawrence, aka Google Chromeboy, co-founder here at Relocation.
And I'm Pope, stylist and co-founder of Relocation. We're here to give you guys a taste of the social climate here in Toronto, the pop culture, the music, the fashion,
Let them know.
You feel me?
Yeah. If it's your first time here, make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe on whatever platform you're watching. It's really going to help us grow the channel, and we'd really appreciate it.
And while you're at it, tap into shopboys.ca, hit our Patreon. We'll have links to sales, whatever we got going in the shop. But without further ado, who do we got in the store today?
We got Dave Merheje and
Ahamed Weinberg. Dude, let's go.
Our episodes of our own podcast.
Oh, you guys have one.
We never put it out.
Put it out though, but
It was incredible.
It was actually really
Why
good.
didn't
It
you
would have
put
been
it out?
too good. I think the problem would have been.
I think I felt that too when I would leave after
Listen to
recording. I was
podcast, like blood starts coming out
We
their
just
nose.
laughed
Like this is
for like an
insane.
hour and a half straight.
yeah, we were what Scott Hall and Steve Nash were to the NWO.
Yeah, Hall.
What we were to the podcast. That's who we are.
Daryl Hall and John Oates
Wait, Hall and Oates?
are two.
We are Hall and Oates.
We are the Hall and Oates of comedy.
We are the halal Hall and Oates.
The halal and oats.
Hall and Oates.
What's I'm gonna start the episodes with like someone's ad lib, like gra.
Yeah. Okay.
Or Metro Booming.
Anyways.
If Metro Booming don't know, I'm gonna make one up. Metro Booming don't know, he will know. Shoot you.
Who's Metro Boomin?
How do you not know who Metro Boomin is?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering who.
You know AI Drake and
doesn't-
Weekend, but you don't know Metro,
Booming is a wonderful producer from. I sound like I'm like a grandmother.
Yeah, give him a good intro.
Metro Booming is one of the best producers in the 20th century.
and he's a Toronto guy.
No,
he's from Atlanta.
This guy's from Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay.
but his ad lib is if
Mom got
I've heard
whacked.
If what is it again? If Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot
If Metro doesn't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
yeah.
Yeah. I got to
Yeah.
get in with this guy.
So you do your version. If Ahamed don't, if you're looking at Ahamed, he might stab you.
Violent organs.
Yeah, that's your.
Are the
your-
targets.
Yeah, but I would say it. You'd be the producer, and I'd be like a rapper. I'd be like, if
Ahamed
Ahamed don't like
doesn't
you,
trust you, he's
he's
gonna stab you.
And it'll be a pause, and I go twice because he's not a monster.
Okay.
If I was a rapper, I would tell people come at me during Ramadan because
you're irritable.
I'm not gonna fight back.
Yeah, you can. They're not going to fight.
I'm gonna
back.
run.
But I mean, if they want to keep peace with Allah, they're not going to fight back.
You're gonna kill me during Ramadan. I'm not-
Imagine
and I'm
that.
not fighting back.
I'm not doing anything.
You're
You know
gonna
what
be
I'm
too
going to
tired.
do? I'm going to eat when I have to eat.
Yeah, there you go.
How do you guys find the fasting part of it all, man?
You're more of a veteran of this.
I've been doing it my whole life
Yeah.
pretty much, like since I was 10.
Are we just not gonna do an intro on this episode?
No, we're actually gonna do an intro.
Just roll it. Just roll it.
All right. Continue.
Stop talking about the show. Just do the show.
Okay.
That's you.
I like this producer.
This producer, he goes, I don't
That's what
play
I would
around.
say,
Yeah,
too.
that's what I would. Yeah, you need a producer who's going to be super honest and
Yeah.
you diligent
Matt's the
throughout.
He's the guy,
That's the
man.
best.
We got some great artists. We got some great yeah, we did.
No, this is funnier. So
I'll
we
do
should,
it.
we should try.
Yeah,
You should do it.
Yo, welcome to Shock Boy. We have some
Shop
amazing
Boys.
Shop boy. First
Welcome
of all.
to
Do it
Shop.
again.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Shop
do it again.
boys.
Welcome to Shock Boy.
Shop.
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 I'm just kidding.
Oh,
No.
you're doing a bit.
Shock boys.
Shock
Welcome-
Boys.
Okay, welcome.
here, well, okay, you
welcome
do
to
it.
Shop Boy.
Yeah.
We have some incredible artists here
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
We have
Musical.
Dave Merheje. He's a comedian. I think he's Lebanese or something. He's from Windsor.
Oh.
They have a really good pizza there. He
No,
says.
yeah. Okay.
Pizza.
Yeah, you guys know pizza.
Who doesn't? What Canadian doesn't?
Well,
Yeah.
he says
no.
they're
I
all-
said they're pizza across. No, traditionally across. I feel across Canada aren't the best.
No.
Wait, can I get canceled for that? Probably. It doesn't matter.
Pizza coming out your ass right now.
So, I think the one in Windsor, because we have good independent pizzas, have made that one stronger. So that pizza
bar
in
is
Windsor
higher.
is the bar is higher. 'Cause
Nature
they
versus
So-
nurture. It's the habitat.
Question:
that it's in.
Is the phone number for Pizza out there the same? 967-1111.
I think so. Yeah.
Gee.
Oh,
Wait,
so
yeah,
you guys
that's a
call? Do you guys call the pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't do it
You
on
not
an
do
app?
that in the States?
No, we do it on
You
an
can
app.
do it on an app.
Yeah.
But back in the day, that was like
how
the
you got-
commercial was
yeah.
967.
11 call pizza. Hey.
How nice is it to call a restaurant?
No, it's not.
Order food.
You think it is? I'll tell you that. I called a pizza place in outside of Halifax, and it said on the online that they were open till like midnight. I called at 11:50 maybe,
And they cussed you out.
You know, not even though I was like, "Hey, can I order?" He goes, "No, sorry, we're closed." I go, "Yeah, but I'm talking to you right now."
Yeah.
You're
Like,
in
how are
the
you closed?
You're
And then
in
he
the
goes,
shop.
"We're closed, man." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm hungry. I think you guys delivered the pizza." That's what it was. They delivered the pizza, but we missed the phone call and the guy left.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that happens.
So then I go, "But you guys were here," and then the guy goes,
Sorry, bro.
"Sorry, man. Call tomorrow. We open at 11." And I go, "Bro," I think I was pleading. I was like, "Bro, I'm hungry." And he goes, "Like I said, we are open tomorrow at 11 a.m. I go, man, I think we drove to it to see if the person was, I wasn't going to do
What
anything.
restaurant was this?
Huh?
What restaurant?
It was like a local pizza place in outside of Halifax. Why am I forgetting the name? It's a small town outside of Halifax.
It's Halifax, and I don't think
Shout
people
out to
even
them.
remember.
I love Halifax itself, but this town I
I've never
can't.
Okay, let's go back to the fasting thing.
Oh,
Well, before we get there,
intro.
tell us.
well, now we're talking about pizza because I'm so hungry.
Here,
Let's
we'll do
talk
this.
to the people about like who you guys are. Like give them a
I'll
little
give,
taste.
I'll give his intro. I
You
go,
intro
okay,
me.
we're sitting here. We are live at
called
Shop
Shop
Boys.
Boys.
I know it's called Shop Boys, and we're here with one of the nicest, not only personality but talent-wise comedians going today. Ahamed Weinberg.
Let's go.
He is originally
Like God.
from Philly but lives in Los Angeles.
Okay.
You can see multiple clips of him on Don't Tell Comedy on Instagram. You can follow him at his handle, which he'll tell you at the end of this podcast. But yeah, welcome him to the show.
Okay, that was
That
was so nice.
Yeah, that
that was
was.
so much better than mine.
Yeah, I
All right,
wanted
let's
to
hear
do
let's hear yours for him now.
Yo, he did it.
No, do it again because now he's got a.
We are sitting.
No, he's got a
we are
precedent.
sitting here with one of the most legendary wastemans in the entire city. There's bear Kiatis in here. I see some Timbits floating around. Ice cap. Ice cap. I'm inventing Toronto slang.
So they've been
Cap.
teaching him Toronto slang,
that.
and he's
Yeah, but-
adding his own.
Okay.
yeah,
Go
I'm
ahead.
learning.
Tell
I'm
him what you
learning
know.
from the best.
But tell him what you know.
A lie?
No lie. No,
Or
you
no-
say okay. So a hot girl is a Timbit.
Yeah, hot girls.
So you're like, there's bare Timbits here. Ice cap.
Ice cap.
Instead of no cap, you say ice cap. When
Ice
you talk-
cap.
well, only when you're talking about Timbits, though.
Okay.
You think I'm not stealing
we can
that
eat.
from you?
No, you should take
I'm taking it.
No, no, but
he wants
put-
people to do it.
Put respect on my name when you do it.
Oh, 100%, man.
If it catches off, because I started it and people were here when I know some.
So you know,
I know some reputable
Yeah.
Toronto people who
So-
will back me up.
Total Mandem?
Yeah.
Okay. You know,
Yeah.
you know what's going on. So, when did you guys get into comedy? When did you guys say, like, when did you guys get into comedy? We're going to start with a very vague question.
I was 9 years old, and my mom and dad disrespected me at the dinner table, and I was eating cereal, and I took the plate. I said, "Look, there could be two options here. I can finish eating like the king I am, or I could tell these jokes and diss both of you." And that's
That's how it
What did they
started.
say? What did they say? Did they call you a waste man?
they did. My dad. My dad says, he
Like,
goes,
Dave,
if
shut the
you-
fuck up.
Yeah, if he goes, you want to continue talking? He goes, I know where you can tell jokes. He said, outside, and then I'm going to close the door.
His mom goes, he doesn't eat his broccoli. And dad goes, I know what to do. He's a mad waste man.
Cuss his ass out.
And you're just like, Holmes. You called him Holmes.
I did call him Holmes.
Crody. You said Crody.
Crody,
Oh,
yeah.
Is it Cody?
Crody. He doesn't know about Crody.
I don't know Crody
Crody
yet.
is you don't want to say
Brody.
you don't say Brody
'Cause you got-
Because you're a crib.
member. You would say Crody.
You replaced
Instead
the,
of- yeah.
the.
He looked at dad. He's like, Crody, are you crazy?
See, and now
I still have to
Crody.
pick which gang I'm in up here.
Yeah.
I mean you.
I'm with Muslims. I don't know though. That's not a gang.
Oh, you got to say wallahi.
I do say
wallahi.
wallahi.
He does say it all the time.
You got to say every other word, dude.
Wallahi.
That's what.
Is that true though? Do you think your dad or like someone dissing you at the table?
No, I mean I'll tell you this though. I remember when I was younger, I made a joke about my aunt in front of my mom and like my grandma, and they laughed, and I felt like some sense of power.
Oh,
And then you knew you were gonna do
Not
stand-up.
new. I just was like, that was really.
that's when the
cool.
seed was planted.
Yeah, it's like really,
Wow.
really cool.
So how old were you when you first performed then?
Oh, I was 19.
Okay.
And I
so
didn't do well at all.
No.
I did bad. Yeah, Yuck Yucks in Windsor, Ontario.
How old were you when you first performed?
I was in 6th grade. What years? How old are you then?
12.
12.
Or 13?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends.
Yeah. So I was like a funny kid.
Yeah.
I think the funniest I've ever been
Was there?
when I was a kid.
When you're a child.
When I was a
think
child.
that's true.
Well,
Yeah,
I
your
don't know.
perception
I
as a
said this to
child
my
is
last girlfriend, and she
different.
goes, "That's just how you think about it, you know." But you're funnier now because you're like trained.
Why do you think you were funnier as a kid?
I just was so free.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's free.
I
Maybe
was
the bar
free.
was a little lower.
Uncancelable.
I couldn't get canceled.
Yeah.
I think
I said crazy shit.
Don't
yeah,
kill
no,
me.
he's on fire. Yeah, you're on fire. when
Cancel
you're a kid,
culture wasn't
yeah.
a
Yo,
thing,
when
yeah.
you're untouchable like that, you are, you're on fire,
You
man.
gonna cancel a kid?
You're a cancel a child.
I wasn't as funny as a kid though. I think.
I was
I
a-
think you were funnier than me if we had like a joke off.
As a kid?
Yeah, because I was too. I had like buck teeth and warts, so I was too scared to make jokes in public.
So
I
you
think
could
so. I
get
made it
roasted.
privately to my friends.
Men's could get
I got roasted heavy too, but
Men's got
I would make fun of the class clown in the back of the class to
Under your
somebody
breath.
privately.
Yeah.
And then
Which is even
they'd die, though. They'd be like, oh my God. Like, that's fucking.
I mean, we would probably laugh secretly because the class clown could have beat me up.
oh, sorry. You
It's
can
like
even
a-
enjoy your humor.
No, could I?
But that makes it more funny. You know when you make a joke in class and then you're trying to fight from
Yeah.
you.
That's when I got glasses though. Before I had glasses, I would fight anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would fight all the time.
So the glasses made you a pussy.
I just got scared. Yeah. I was scared. When I was a kid, my cousin, we went to the elementary school I went to was connected to a French school, and he went to a French school, and I vividly remember.
French kids don't fucking play.
Yeah, he would walk over to me from his side of the school and come over, and he's like, "Hey man, we want you to fight this person." And I remember like being like, "No fear." I go, "Yeah, where?" And I would go like fight.
Were you big? Were you like?
No, I just had no glasses, and I was like, "It's crazy." I just wanted to. I'd fight.
Did you have good vision?
Yeah, at that time.
How
Like
did
the first fight.
It would be cool if you didn't. Like, that's why you were good at fighting.
Oh, I
'Cause you
couldn't
just
see.
anything.
No, I think I was crazy because I remember I was maybe in grade 4, and this kid Chad said something about my mom. We were in line. You know, remember when they make you line up to go back to
to go
class
back
after
after
recess?
recess, yeah.
He goes something like, "Your mom is fat." Or something,
dude,
or
smack
pig,
the teeth
right?
out that guy's
And
mouth.
then I didn't know they just clean the floor so they're slippery. So I grab them and I throw him, but he slides on his knees, and we all see him slide, but he slid into like the edge of the door.
Oh, no.
And split his. I've never seen someone split their head open and gush like it. You heard a pop.
and you took all the credit for that.
No. Then I buckled because it was like we were all scared.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
I never saw blood.
He got his face.
Yeah, and then he got up and he snapped and he grabbed me and he kept hitting me until I couldn't feel the punches because I was in. Then they were gonna expel me maybe, but my mom and dad had to come and be like, "Don't expel him."
And that
then
humbled
he
you.
went away to get stitches for like I don't know how many weeks.
That's
and then
fucked.
he came back.
That's all it took. Your parents saying don't expel.
No,
him?
there was a long conversation. It was
Okay.
like it was discussion, but he comes back on the playground and everyone's like, "Chad's back," and I go, "Man, he's gonna kill me." And then he came up and looked at me. He goes, "Okay, we gotta go." I go, "Damn," but I was weak.
Did you go?
No, I was emotional because I felt bad. So he had an upper
cried.
hand. I didn't cry.
Okay.
He just right away went to beat me up and he threw me to the ground and stomped me. But luckily, I moved my head a bit that his foot grazed and he felt like I had this giant bump across over my eye. Like it was this
Like
big,
a welt.
Like a welt. I had to play during the next week, like soccer with this welt.
Looking
And-
like, what's the guy? The humpback of Notre Dame.
yeah, everyone knew that guy beat the
Yucky.
shit out of me. Like everyone's like, "Yo, Chad beat Dave up," and he's just running around
And you're
playing
like, this
soccer.
is my
Wait, this was
identity
before
now.
the
This is
glasses
my
or
And then I
identity.
got this before. Then I got glasses, and I got glasses at age 14, and I was like,
Okay.
I'm never
You
fighting.
put it on, you're like, this is my identity. I am.
No, I was just like a nerd. Because when I
am
did
nerd
get
now.
into a fight later on, but I mean, I had to find someone to hold them. I remember being like, "Can someone hold my glasses?" And at that point,
Punch the side of your face. Like, look at
I got pushed and fell, and I
When
was
you
like,
have to ask for a favor before a fight.
oh my, you're already lost. You lost.
Yeah.
You lost.
"Yeah."
That's not it.
Then I did comedy. I didn't need to fight anymore.
Then you found your lane.
I did find my lane. I stayed in my lane.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
How'd you guys meet?
I don't know. Actually, do you remember how we met? Like first meet?
I'm assuming
Because
at a
we're
comedy
just
show?
comedy LA people. Like
No, sorry,
forever.
not specifically remember how we first met. Was it through Rami?
Probably not.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know. Because I feel like Oh, maybe I knew him before I knew you.
You did.
Rami.
Yeah.
Who's Rami?
Rami Youssef. He has a TV show
That
on
Dave's in.
and on Rami on Hulu.
Oh, okay.
And it's on Stars here in Canada. But he's a very funny comedian and actor. But you knew him before. You knew him before you knew me because I moved to LA in 2016.
Okay. Yeah.
and I must have met you around that time.
Do you think we hit it off immediately?
I do remember we
I
did.
think we
Yeah,
did,
we
yeah.
did. Yeah, we did.
You
Yeah.
guys just became
Yeah, we were like
Halal notes and
Halal.
Hello, notes.
what's his name?
Ahmed, just quick. I'm sorry.
you
This
oats,
is
by the way?
holding me. Can I see your hands real quick? This.
mine.
Yeah, go like this.
Why? Oh, small.
I just was like observing your tiny hands over there. I was just wondering if I was.
Whoa, shots fired.
I was like, man.
No, that's fine. I
was like,
I have really small.
You
hands.
both have tiny hands. I can't see because it's beyond.
Yeah.
It's an us thing.
I've got no shame.
No,
I've got
it's
no
like
shame.
equal size.
Dude, girls,
is equal size.
girls do that though to me because my hands are big.
You have mega hands, dude.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah, you do.
I think that's what I was doing. I was like looking at your hands. And I'm looking at his hands. I'm like, does he just have small hands?
no,
I do have really small, like ginger.
We just put our hands together. It was normal.
Yes, girls will be like, you have tall, big hands. I go, but they don't
You're a
say anything after
boxer.
that. Yeah, I was like, yeah,
Yo, give me your left hand. Oh yeah, no, that's
I could carry groceries like a mother.
one trip from the car. I'm that guy.
People, I don't play around. Yeah, for all the women out there. If you need someone to get you groceries,
You think I'm doing two trips to the car,
Big hands
baby?
make you better at fighting.
no, I told you I don't. What's it called? I got beat up. After when I got I don't I'll fight if I have to protect
Defend,
myself.
yeah.
But I mean I'm not. I'll try to talk down a fight first before it goes to that.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be like, yo, chill.
Right.
I'll be like, chill.
Right.
So when you guys come to the dot, well, not you guys because you're just here visiting, right?
I lived here for a long time before I moved to the U.S. and I met him.
But you didn't grow up.
You didn't grow up
I
here.
grew up in Windsor. Yeah.
So when did you come to this this Gotham of a city?
2006 or 7. Long time ago.
Yeah, say word.
This is when there was actual computers like
Say
that.
less.
Yeah.
Like, but remember the real one? I mean, you would know. I don't know how old you are, but yeah, you know.
I'm 41. Yeah.
I'm 42. Yeah, there was the actual. When you said you had a computer,
had a backing.
It had windows
you're
on
like,
it. I remember them times. I was young,
have
but
a
I remember
computer.
that shit.
And then you're like, what? And you started it up, and it
Yeah,
took
you
5
started off. It
hours.
took about like 4 or 5 minutes to get there.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah.
It's crazy that technology has been so, like, computers have gotten so much smaller. You know what technology hasn't improved?
What?
Flight times. Like, it takes the same amount of time to fly across the country as it did in like the 70s.
Yeah,
What?
like you would think the
Yeah.
engines got more powerful.
Well, how
did,
would you
but
think
they're
you
just
would
not
make it quicker?
commercially.
Yeah. How would you make it quicker?
I don't know. Better.
Engines.
But you say better engines are better. Like, do you think they know?
The thing with
They must know that
no,
they
they
can.
do, but it's like the Concorde. It went quicker than regular, but there was like way more dangers and shit.
Oh, is
So
that
like
right?
you sacrifice speed for like potentially killing people.
Yeah, didn't they kill? Like, yeah, they died in the air, bro. So where are you trying to? You trying to get? So are you trying to
Trying to
get?
get there?
or no?
Or trying to die?
Trying to get to your appointment.
You want to save an hour or the rest of your life?
Yeah, this guy's like, how do I get to LA in an hour?
We fly a lot.
I know, but I would rather my safety.
Yeah.
It's not safe.
I swear, if the plane fucking
Isn't
goes,
yeah?
too fast and dies-
Planes are the safest form of traveling.
Yeah.
Up
Oh,
there.
I guess that's true.
You didn't read that?
I learned that shit in
In comparison
school.
to car accidents, there's a lot.
Yeah.
It's planes, right?
Planes are-
and then trains.
Shit like that. Yeah.
Trains would be second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
'cause, well, plane, just because there's less trains, right, than planes. There's like fucking 30,000 planes up in the air right now.
Right.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so like,
I said that like I was like I knew the plane game.
Like-
Yeah, I'm thinking like, oh,
yeah.
that's not what I remember.
That number blew me away. I go, whoa! I thought it was 15,000. Like I knew nothing. You know when somebody has way more knowledge, he has way more knowledge, and I try to stay in the conversation. I go, I don't know.
Yeah,
what the
like,
fuck
That
to
happens
say.
to me all day. All day. Literally
I
all
was like,
day.
I can't.
That's why I
go,
just opt out of a lot of combos.
I
I'm
should
just
have
like,
opted
yeah, you know,
out.
especially
I go, how many
politics
trains
and
are out there? And he's like,
well, that's the thing. There's less trains because there's only so many lines.
yeah, that makes
but
sense.
if you get into an accident in a train, you're dying for sure. Or would you die for sure in a plane accident? You die for sure in a plane
If
accident.
your plane hit the ground, you're dead.
But train, you could possibly survive.
Yeah.
I guess it depends.
Do they have parachutes on planes? Is that just like something?
I think it's like they have like 4 or something crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Like we're gonna save our staff.
You guys are not.
Yeah, it's like, well, I mean, you have better seniority.
Yeah.
I never understood that. Like,
need
there's
this
just
captain.
there's no parachute system for like, oh, if the plane's going down, like everyone's.
Are you allowed to bring your own?
BYOP?
Oh, a carry-on.
BYOP. Parachute.
Yeah. She's like,
But I
no,
mean,
I'm not
also-
trusting nobody.
If the plane goes down, how quick do you think people are going to put this parachute? Like, that's what I mean.
If you jump out the plane
least give-
while it's high
It's also,
enough for you to
like,
even
making sure
parachute,
everybody has a
everyone in that
parachute
plane's
on.
dying
You
from the
don't have
decompression.
But also, it would
Yeah.
be
Like their head
chaos in the
exploding or some
plane. Everyone
shit.
trying to get to the door, and
Yeah.
it'd just be like
You
insane.
jump out and everyone's just up there dead.
But if the plane's going down and I'm like, parachute, am I wearing the parachute already during the flight?
We're putting it on Mission
you gotta
Impossible
put it on.
midair.
Oh, I couldn't do
You
it,
guys want to
dude.
hear about the guy that robbed the bank and then or robbed money?
Yes.
DB, whatever his name.
Yeah, I DB Cooper.
Oh, yeah. I heard about this guy too.
Wait, why is that name famous?
Because
He's a famous guy. They fucking
They never called him.
hijacked a plane. They made him fucking plan. He took money for parachutes, threw the fucking money on through 2 parachutes, and then fucking jumped out. That's where the cocaine bear starts. Like cocaine bear is like the same idea, but it's instead of the money, it's cocaine.
So wait, hold on. Let's slow down here because one, you got hella excited.
Yo,
Which
he
makes
does
me
that.
I'm excited now.
Is he mic'd up?
No, I think which makes
should
me
be.
which makes me think that he had something to do with the parachute.
Dude,
He is him. He is him.
Hey,
So what?
Hey yo, Shop Boy listeners. As you know, Mark and I are vintage fashion enthusiasts and store owners. Our shop, Relocation, specializes in streetwear vintage clothing that's sourced from all over the world.
That's right, Pope. And we wanted to take a quick little moment to tell you guys about our Patreon community. By signing up, you'll get access to exclusive perks like discounts on our vintage clothing, behind the scenes content of the podcast, and even a reservation email list for new arrivals in the shop.
That's a fact, Mark. Our email list is a special benefit for our Patreon supporters. Whenever we get a new vintage piece in, we'll send you an email with photos and details about each item. This means you'll have first dibs on the best clothing, vintage clothing, before anybody else.
And not only that, but you'll also get discounts on our already affordable vintage clothing. It's our way of saying thank you to you guys for supporting us, the shop, and the show.
Hey, yo, we know that vintage fashion isn't always the most accessible option for everyone, which is why we want to make it easier for our listeners to get their hands on some unique, stylish pieces. By joining our Patreon community, you'll be helping us continue and curate the best vintage clothing and bring you some dope-ass content.
So take a second, head over to patreon.com/shopboys, sign up and become a part of the community. We can't wait to share our latest vintage finds with you and also give you a glimpse into the world of vintage fashion.
Hey, yo, thanks for tuning in, but let's get right back to it, man.
Get it.
Can you explain? So
You guys
he,
know DB Cooper's?
Yeah. So basically, it's this motherfucker that basically robbed like a ton of money.
was he on the plane?
He was on the plane. It was
Yeah.
in the air. Ton of money. Throws it off the plane. Throws off the parachutes and jumps with it. And basically, he's never been found. The money's never been found. His body's never been found. And he got away with basically hijacking, like robbing the plane midair.
Like a commercial flight.
Like just
What
robbed.
kind of money was
What
on
money
this?
was on there though?
I forget now. It was a good amount of money.
It was
Wait,
some-
was the plane's money or the people on the plane's
It
money?
was like a financial plane.
Yeah.
It was like transporting money on.
And he just got on this plane and then threw. Did he open the
Hatch, dashed the plane.
Did the
said,
people die on the
"Dude."
plane that he jumped off, or they pulled the hatch back? Basically,
Nobody died on the plane.
they just pulled the hatch.
He probably was like, I'm out of here. And they're like, oh, we're going to die if we don't. Pull the hatch back. They pull the hatch back.
1971.
That's crazy, dude.
He did that in 1971.
Well, that's when you're allowed to do crazy shit like that.
$1,000, the equivalent of 1.38 million.
Out, just threw it out the window.
It's like fuck comedy.
No, I can't. I'm scared of heights. But I mean, that's crazy that he did that in 19. I mean, would it be better to do that in 1971 or 2023?
1971. You don't have no
Yeah.
motherfucking
Or,
security scanners.
or year 2000.
9/11 hasn't happened
Yeah,
yet.
early
Air security is not
2001.
the same. Like there's so much moving parts with that. All this crazy shit. There was another movie kind of like that where this guy like would fucking forge checks and shit.
Oh,
Catch Me If You Can.
Catch you
yeah.
if you can. Like all that crazy, like
That was
crazy
real.
shit. That was real. All that crazy shit is only possible
Yeah, back in the day.
because no one had cameras on their phone. No one's like, oh my god, look at this
no,
motherfucker.
there wasn't a lot of snitches.
Yeah, you couldn't snitch.
See, but you
Technology just sucks.
but
Yeah.
technology now. Wasn't there a TikTok challenge where kids were breaking into Hyundais? Like there was like
Probably.
a trend going around where they
Probably.
taught you how to hotwire a Hyundai. and it became like a TikTok challenge.
That's
yeah.
fucked.
Don't let us do it
speaking
on
of
this side. We have a
TikTok,
raging
Dave, didn't you
problem
blow
stealing
up on
cars in
TikTok?
Toronto.
Dave, did you blow up on TikTok?
Did I?
Yeah.
No.
I don't even post. You see, I don't post.
How did you
I
guys
heard
blow up?
somewhere.
I used to steal. Why did I? It's such a bad
Why'd you start-
crime because it's so sad that I'm going to say this.
I
used
take
to
part in
steal
theft.
car hubcaps when I was in high school. I loved it for some odd reason.
Car hubcaps.
You remember those? Remember when the hubcaps were like stylish? Everyone was getting them on their cars. Am I saying it
I
wrong?
remember that.
Is it
shit.
it's like the things that hold the air in?
It's
No,
the
the-
things that go on top of your
the
wheels.
rims, basically, right?
It's like instead of buying rims, you buy hubcaps.
My hubcaps to make your car look cool, so it was popular in Windsor.
They're big for like winter tires and shit.
Yeah,
I
so you
don't
have to,
drive.
like-
So I'd start stealing. We started stealing them, and me and my boy, and he got caught.
People
by
would
the
wear
guy.
them as chains and shit.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get that level. But that
Oh,
was
I know what you guys are talking about now. Yeah, I see those in like Canadian Tire. and
Yo,
shit.
what kind of drip did you have in high school?
bad.
What like? What,
I know I wore uniforms. We went to a Catholic school.
But if you went to the dance, what were you
Bad
stepping
clothes,
out in?
bro. I was better.
I can see you in like
dressed.
Rockaware.
Fat
No, I had
Gee.
FUBU.
Okay,
I had a FUBU jacket that was black, and then the print was red. And I went to get my driver's license,
Yeah.
and I go, I want the jacket in the picture, and they're like, no, and I'm like, yeah, I want the jacket in the picture.
I want the FUBU
FUBU,
in
yeah,
my picture.
and then I
That's a flex.
slid it in. I got part of the FUBU in, and when I was young, and I was like, I love that
That's
driver's
so
license.
jokes.
Man, that's crazy.
Because you still rock like pretty baggy shit.
Back then,
No, like
No, to this
now.
day.
no, because I feel it that's coming back.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
100%. 100%. The trends
For
in
sure.
fashion right now is the
Right?
oversized,
But you
the baggy.
step out in it well, so I could see you like wearing like FUBU rock.
I had all like I was big into all that, and I had Fila.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Right?
Fila
And I had
samples were the shit.
the black and green, and the Fila had a hole in it. Got a hole in it,
Yeah.
and I resisted
Yeah.
getting new shoes because I loved Fila so much. I was like, I had Reebok, LA Gear, Champions.
Yeah.
but back like the
Back before it got the
Yeah,
resurgence.
before the Walmart
yeah, all
champion.
the yeah. So I was like really big. And my mom dressed me well as a kid.
Right.
High school a little bit, but I wasn't really until 2012 or 2011 where I was like, I was watching comedians in Toronto. And it's rude, obviously, probably. I was like,
Talk that shit.
I just was like, I don't understand why they're not really putting any energy into their fashion.
Right.
Because I think the fashion and you complement each other as a performer. So I
Absolutely.
actively started to search out and started coming to shops.
Yeah.
There was a shop on Queen Street. It was a guy, what the fuck?
F isn't Frank.
No, it was further down.
Throwback balls.
I started with a P.
Brooklyn
Plato's
Projects.
No, it was used to be.
That was my first
Plato's
job in
Closet.
Toronto.
Huh?
Plato's Closet.
No, it was
Oh, Park.
Bruce. His name was Bruce Wayne.
Oh, I know which one you're talking. Bruce Wayne Yip. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
his store?
Look at
Where was
these
it? Where was
motherfuckers,
it?
right?
It was like 2 floors. Like I had
Yeah, and had a barber shop eventually in the back, and then they had do jewelry
Where was
at the
it?
top.
Where was it?
right across the street from Loblaws.
Yeah, right across. And it,
Oh,
it
get
changed.
GFC, Get Fresh. Oh, it was before Get Fresh. I was
Well, is he gonna kill me?
Yeah.
No,
That guy-
I'll figure it out.
I know.
Yeah.
I
Somebody
I,
drop
I,
a comment.
I used to
Tell us
work at Get
what
Fresh
it
too,
is.
and they used to talk about that unit all the time. And it's the same people.
Was it a vintage store?
No, it was a clothing
No,
store.
cool. And I remember I got this Toronto Roots type varsity jacket that had Canada Fly on it. Had the airport
YYZ. Yep.
on it. And
Yep.
had
Yep.
Toronto in the back. It was black and yellow.
Yeah.
And I remember Bruce was like, man, I put it on, and he's like, man, it looks good on you. And I was at the time I was dating this girl, and she's like, I don't know. And I was like, part of me was like,
listen to these bitches, man.
no, that's what I'm saying. In my head, I was like, no, I was like, oh, I think
Whoops.
I might have to date. I might have to break up with her because she didn't like one of the designs. Because he goes, you gonna buy it? And I go, and it was like the workers were around me, and I was like, yeah.
You have to.
Check the price.
Oh my
And
God.
I go, yeah. And then he goes, okay, Bruce. He's like, okay, bring it up. And
That
then
shows.
I go, by the way, I didn't even say by the way. I looked at the tag and it was $480.
100%.
And he goes, how are you gonna pay? And I gulped. You know when
Yeah.
you go,
Yeah. Go.
I was like, oh, credit. And then I left. I go, what the dude? That back then it was like, I was like, that was my
Yeah.
rent. money.
$480 is like $1,500.
But you look fly.
This jacket.
That look just.
Did you get some na that night from the lady?
No, I
Yeah,
don't think
she-
she cared
she was
about
probably-
the jacket.
she
But I
probably
gave
went-
the jacket away 5-6 years later to a close friend of mine, and she moved back to Toronto from LA. She would call me and she'd be like, "This jacket." She's like, "I'm getting stopped."
Yeah.
Because dudes would just pull up.
It'd be like,
Because it was an old school.
And it was a relic. I know. I
it
don't.
was a Toronto designer as
It
well.
was a Toronto designer. The YYZ stuff was like that was coming out of that unit. I used to work at Got Fresh Company too, so that's how I was like, yeah, YYZ. That's what it says on it. I wasn't there at that store. I was at the store after that
No,
shop.
I'd go into that store after, and I think I probably bought stuff from there too.
Yeah, the Scooties,
but I just remember,
Scooty era.
yeah, with being there with Bruce, and then because he was like a fan of comedy, so I would always stop by there and buy a bunch of stuff. But to me, that's when I started. I was like, that's way more important to me is finding a sense of fashion. Snapbacks were huge back then.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And I remember my boy worked at a venue down by the water. What's it called? All the way.
It was that.
That snapback.
No,
it's
it was
like a club.
It was a
It's
club.
like-
It was where
it's
all,
still there. They do. Drake performed "So Far Gone" there.
I have no idea what you're talking
Like
about.
it's like on the water. It's like we're chorus building, but all the way on that side.
I
Like you
went to a
can't get there by subway. You
No, I
go
went to a concert there. I went to a Joey Badass concert there.
Yeah, they hold concerts there all the time.
Yo, man, honestly, my
Are
brain.
you talking about the old government?
No,
Because I'm talking about government. Yes, it was government for me. I'm like, it has to be
no, so you know
government.
Cherry Lane is. You go over that bridge, and
Yeah.
it's like they were having
That's like right by
drive-in
government, no?
concerts. But it was
It used to be the docks.
Yes.
Yeah, it's whatever
The docks.
Yeah, it used to be the docks. Now it's.
Is that not right next to government?
yeah,
Government
it's on
used to
Cherry
be?
Street.
Cherry Street. Yeah,
Cherry Street. Whatever it's now. It's the big club on Cherry Street.
I can't remember.
Rebel?
What it's called, though.
Yeah, Rebel.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it was
shit.
another
Rebel
name.
used to be government.
No.
No,
No,
because
it wasn't.
I've been to government too.
Government was on like this side.
I've just picked
of
up
the
girls from
water.
It
there.
was on Lakeshore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Government
what
was
I
on-
mean. And that, and my boy worked there, and Wiz Khalifa did a concert, and
Yeah.
he left back a Philadelphia Eagles snapback.
And you took it?
He brought it home. I was his roommate, and then I was like, oh, and that's when snapbacks
You were his roommate?
I was my boy who worked
Oh.
at there. I wasn't with.
Tiger
I was
just
like,
dropped
what the
Snapbacks
fuck?
back.
Yeah.
Snapbacks back. Remember that Tiger song?
Of course.
Dude, that Snapbacks changed my life, dude. I used
And
to wear
Tiger
those
had that mixed
clip to my hip and shit.
and then Big Sean would wear them.
Oh, with Tissa. Remember the Tissa Snapbacks?
Yeah, I remember.
And then it
Remember.
fell out a bit, and then Dad had like
That
it
was
just,
Karma Loop days.
Ooh, big
Karma
Karma
Loop.
Loop days.
There was the like brother website to them too. I forget.
So,
what it
Ahmed, how was that veggie roti?
Really good. Sorry, I had to dip out of this combo.
You
For
fucked
several reasons.
that
Why?
up.
Well, I don't know anything you guys are talking about, which is
was. What type of swag did you have
Yeah,
in
what
high
can-
school?
I mean, you can-
you look like you were a skater kid.
I did skate,
I knew it. I could
Yeah.
fucking feel it on you.
but I don't think I was
Pause.
a skater like how I dressed so much. Like I wasn't wearing like Dickies or like
Yeah.
I was just kind of, I don't know, like in my school, I went to a private school, so we had a dress
Okay.
code. So I had to wear like a
Three-piece.
button-up shirt and a jacket and
But like on
khakis.
weekends, what were you stepping out in?
What? Well, the thing about the dress code was we had to really like put our own thing on it.
Okay.
It was kind of cool. Like
Right.
everyone had to wear the same like uniform, but you could pick.
Yeah.
Like I had like a Pink Floyd tie. I went kind of like hippie.
Yeah, okay.
On it. I had like a huge corduroy
Oh,
jacket,
so
like
fucking good.
way oversized.
No, I don't eat
Just to
veggie
be
shit.
like
That's
a
for the
comfortable
weak.
doofus.
Right.
You know.
Yo, there's two conversations happening.
I know. This is really good, by the way.
Yeah, like I'm
This
not gonna
veggie
lie, I'm like
roti.
it looks so delicious.
Well,
but-
when you're breaking your fast, it's like once you get going, I just need to like.
I feel like
eat.
it's a lot of carbs to be breaking a fast with.
Oh yeah, I don't care what I'm eating so much during Ramadan. Like every night we've been eating McDonald's and Tim Hortons for sahur, which is the meal before you start fasting,
Okay.
like at like 5 a.m.
But what
That
would
doesn't
you?
seem healthy.
no,
No,
it's not healthy.
But tell them about that fish fillet that you had.
oh my god, I love your fish.
fillet.
One of
fillet.
the best
Bottom
fish fillets.
barrel shit. That is
No, no,
fucking
no.
low
Well,
vibrational
No,
shit
okay.
right there.
Fish fillet. I love that. Fish fillets are completely thumbs up for
So
me.
good.
I'm sorry,
can't.
anyone.
Talk about it, though.
The softest bun.
Oh my god, tell them.
It's like
No, the specific one we had.
well, one night we had
Mississauga.
Mississauga. We had the worst
From
fish fillet.
Saga City. You were in Saga City.
I was in Sauga City
home
The
of party
Mandem.
next door.
With the Mandem.
You're in Mississauga.
with the Mandem.
The Crodies.
We're at the mosque. Then we go to we go to McDonald's. We get fish fillets.
Yeah.
They're hard as a brick. Like this one dude still ate one. We couldn't believe it. Everyone in the car took.
I'm not with them.
Everyone in the car took one bite. Was like, oh my god. And I look at my friend and it's gone. I'm like, we're like, you ate it. And he's like, yeah, dude, I'm hungry.
Was he breaking fast?
No, eating before.
Oh,
that.
right. This is that.
So you got to eat.
Okay.
You got to eat something.
Okay.
But we were like, this is too much. So we just ate the pancakes. But
No, then we went.
so then we went the next night, and the driver at the window goes, give me the fresh Filet-O-Fish. And the
No,
lady.
that was Mustafa said that. Mustafa goes, give me the freshest. Remember, he screamed.
No, but the
over.
driver too goes.
Oh yeah, they both were.
They were like intense with them.
Yeah.
Like, give us the good.
$10. You got to make sure you're getting good food.
But I've never done that at McDonald's. I've never taken that
And she
much
goes-
assertion.
And she goes, pull over. Yeah, we'll get you the fresh one. And then it just took like 3 more minutes, but it
And
was
it was
incredible.
it was that. It was
Awesome.
that. Sometimes just that.
You
few
actually
minutes.
you can go to McDonald's and say, give me better food.
Yeah.
And they're like, it'll take 2 more minutes. And you're like,
Yeah.
sure.
I feel worse.
Yo, isn't that bullshit? That this whole life you could have just went up to McDonald's and were like,
Can I have fresh French fries? They're like, it'll take a minute.
And
You're
you're
like,
like, yeah.
All right.
Can you treat
I got
me
a minute.
Can you treat
I
me
got
like
a minute.
decent human being, McDonald's. And they go,
I don't
you
want
know
the
what?
fries from 5 o'clock.
Just because you
here.
asked?
You'll be for 5 minutes. I'll treat you not like a reptile and a bottom of the barrel
Yeah.
human being. So pull over.
For real.
And it was the best fish fillet I fucking had.
No, I saw on
Incredible.
TikTok in Japan, McDonald's has a shrimp burger.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't eat that
oh, in
shit.
Japan?
Yeah.
It's like shrimp paste or something.
I've heard McDonald's is the best restaurant in Cairo.
Really?
Yeah.
Like McDonald's in the Middle East is like insane.
Weird.
Really
That's
good.
like KFC in Jamaica. It's
What?
stupid good.
Really?
It's,
That's fucked.
bro, it's crazy fucking good in Jamaica. Where they have yard food and thing.
Yeah.
Nigga, KFC in Jamaica is punching. Kimbo slicing down there. It's so good. Punching. So
So anyway, my style, I don't even remember really. Like my grandma
What
would
brands
take me
would
to
you rock?
TJ Maxx and I would buy like kind of
you're
like
in the States, right?
skate brands. Yeah,
I was gonna say I could see you in like independent.
I didn't. My
in,
dad
like,
didn't. My
Quicksilver.
dad didn't like independent. He
Warped
thought
Tour
the symbol was.
Yeah.
He thought it was.
my
like a
mom's very
Nazi
much like
symbol.
that too.
The independent symbol. He said it was an iron cross, and he was like, "I don't want you
Is
to
it
wear
an
that."
Iron Cross though?
I don't know. I never looked into it.
Wait, that's it's called independent?
Yeah,
You've
It's a
never heard of
skate company.
No, I
Independent?
have.
Independent trucks.
It's
The trucks.
Incredible trucks.
We have one of their sweaters right now.
They were hoodie.
and they're still going.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Or I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
I think they're just. I think they're staying away from the fashion and just dealing with trucks and hardware.
Yeah.
I feel people at Cardheart, like I feel people, someone's telling me this, people who actually work are mad as fuck at these hipsters.
100%.
sure.
100%.
At
see-
Carhartt.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like they're mad at the hipsters wearing Cardheart. These people are like working in cement.
Oh yeah.
80-hour days.
Yeah, they were like they must
80-hour days.
because they can't get clothes.
Yeah.
It is the same thing as like if hard hats became cool.
They were at one
exactly
point. Yo, do you guys know Dime, the skate
Yeah.
company Dime? They have like a hard hat, and it's
What?
like, yeah, at all of their skate contests, everybody's rocking hard hats.
That's not.
Bro, it's like wearing like a male, like driving around in like a mail truck, like for delivering mail. Like, like all these working
Just to
class
fucking
jobs.
flex.
Yo, this blue collar job. Everyone's like, I need that.
Everyone's
Pretty
like,
sure the first
"Ooh."
thing you bought out of the shop was a Carhartt jacket or something.
did.
Yeah, it was a Carhartt. Yeah.
No,
Or you came in wearing a Carhartt. It was like a
did.
special colored car.
Toronto has
Carhartt.
insane vintage.
Yeah, we have really
Yeah,
good.
we're a hub
vintage.
for
Crazy.
it. Toronto's a hub for it.
It's amazing.
you know I lost that one.
Really?
What
That's
happened?
trash.
You have a story
I don't
for that?
know.
It was like a salmon one. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I was in that Carhartt was I was in Astoria, Oregon, filming a movie like a year, 2 years ago. I think a year ago. And the costume designer was like, "Oh, my boy lives here. He's like into vintage. He has his own
Okay, do one of
vintage.
these.
Oh, he has one of his own vintage stuff
One more.
right there."
Let me get you.
So he, I was like, "Oh, I love vintage." He goes, "Yeah, you just pull up to his crib," and he was gonna move into a store, and he had that.
Yeah.
And I was like, "This is sick." He goes, "Yeah, man, you could take it." I was like, "I'm never gonna lose
way.
this."
How'd
It's
you
gone.
lose it? How'd you lose
It's
it?
gone.
I went to New York. When I was in New York, I didn't want to take it with me back, like travel around with it because the weather was getting super cold.
Yeah.
So I was gonna wear a real winter
Yeah,
jacket,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I shipped it.
And it
And
never showed up.
I thought it did. I thought it went to my friend's.
It might
place.
have.
recently, like a week ago, I go, hey, did you ever see did a jacket get delivered? She goes, there's no jacket here. So it might be in the air.
Fuck,
Or
that was a sick fucking job.
I know it might be with that guy that stole the money.
It might be with DJ Cooper.
What's his name again?
Yeah, it might.
DJ? DB Cooper.
So it might be in Costa Rica with this
Yeah,
guy.
DB Carhart.
For DB Carhart. So how'd you get into acting? Like, where did that come? Did it stem out of comedy, or did you be like, no, fuck this? Like,
I always wanted to. I always wanted to act.
Yeah, we got it.
We've got some.
Oh yeah, sweet.
But I always wanted to act when I was younger, and I was like, how do I
being an actor so
find a way
bad,
to?
dude.
Oh,
That's real friendship right there.
right there, here, forehead. Yeah, but that I always wanted to act. So I just had to. I was like, let me find my voice on stage, and then I can try to act.
I do this for him on stage too in the middle of his set.
Don't kill me.
I walk out.
Man, acting's sweet, dude. So you're on so talk to us about the show that you're on and like your role in it and kind of like how that kind of pieced together, because it's pretty fucking sweet.
Our mutual friend, me and Ahmed's mutual friend, developed a TV show called Rami. Like 4 or 5 years ago, I would say.
Yeah.
And then he got a pilot. I auditioned for the pilot, and I did a scene in May 2018, I think. And then like a year later, or around that was in December, around April, he was like, hey, we're going to series. And then so he had this character for him, a supporting character where I play his friend. And then we started filming in New York, and it's now 4 years and 3 seasons.
Fucking sweet.
And now it's like a family, basically, right?
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's actually super sweet.
It's doing well. Like,
Yeah, he won himself, like as an actor. I think the second
Golden
season,
Globe.
he won a Golden Globe for Best Actor.
Jeez.
He's been nominated for an Emmy. And Merheje Ali, who was on second season, he played a sheikh. He was nominated for an Emmy as well. It won a Peabody Award, I believe. And yeah.
Oh, man, that's some good tempo right there. That's what's up.
Yo.
The show did really well.
Good. You said something about finding your voice on stage.
Yeah.
It prompted a pretty good question that he brought up to me earlier.
Yeah, man. Give it
Do you guys still deal with stage fright?
Yeah.
Give us some examples on how the fuck you beat that up, because I would love to be a comedian.
You just wipe food onto the top of your head.
No, it's just
It's
just
fluff.
napkin.
Yes.
yeah. What do you
I'm
guys
still
do?
scared a little bit. I get nervous.
It just
Yeah.
depends on the show.
It isn't the show. It's not a nerve like I was when I started, where I'm like, I'm gonna fucking shit my pants or I'm gonna faint. It's more of, I'm nervous to do well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I use it better now. Now I'm just a little bit. I'm
weaponized
older.
it.
Yeah.
The
I've
gifts of
weaponized it.
success.
And I just kind of, I don't know
It
about
takes years and years and years. Like when I first started, I was like, I would have to take a shit. Like my body would just be like, knowing I was gonna perform.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just had to clear it out.
The bowel movement.
Bowel movement, and then so scared. I remember seeing the mic shaking all the time and looking down at the ground, and I just did
Voice
it.
cracking.
Yeah. But I just did it every day for like 6 years. So then, you just kind of like figure out. You just get your brain just starts to learn.
Yeah.
You normalize it.
This is what I do.
Yeah.
This
Do
is
you guys have
normal.
any like tricks, any things that you like? Man, like I smack a beer before I do a podcast like this, just because it eases the nerves. You guys have something like that? Like, do you guys?
I guess
He takes a shit.
To this day, I take that shit.
I mean, I've drank a bit before, but I mean, not to like ease the nerves. It's more of just like I want to get loose. But I think for me, it's like, I think at one point I would listen to just aggressive rap music,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
like on the way.
You're about to do a
Really?
drive-by, or you're about to go on the fucking comedy, or go on stage?
I listen to if I listen to Royce the 5'9", something like really
saw him
lyrical,
Okay.
like Griselda, like something like where it's like
So you're into boom bap.
Boom, boom, boom.
or listen to like what is it? Drake's Omeretta. I'm saying it wrong.
I don't know.
It was like when he put that two pack out when they won, the Raptors won.
Oh, the
Money in the Grave and it was like Omeretta. Like it was just like where he's just rapping, and I'm like, really
like
no
lyrical
chorus.
shit.
Yeah, so it's not even
You
necessarily.
don't
just,
fuck with mumble rap then.
I do.
What do we listen? What do we
Yeah.
listen? What are we listening to right now?
I mean, I do listen to mumble. Like I'll listen to obviously Future, and I don't even think that's really like kind of mumble rap.
It's mumble rap.
And Amigos. But I mean, now I'm listening to nothing. I think Baby Keem, but also folk music. I don't know what happened.
Folk music?
Folk music, yeah.
Shit.
Not even good folk. Like not even like if somebody who really listens to folk music would be like, that's not folk.
Wait, what folk music do you listen to?
I don't even think it's folk music. It's the Lumineers.
Lumineers. I've heard of them, but I've never heard them.
Or City in Color.
Ooh,
City in Color,
Dallas
that's-
Green.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
So I mean, I'll listen to that, or I've been listening to Fred again a lot.
Fred again.
Fred again is like it's like EDM.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Not that. No, that's what I thought. It's not that. Like it's like he's a
out my
Brit.
nose
Not
after.
bro. It's like he takes like choruses and poems and he makes songs out of them. So he took a Mustafa record and put like it and did a song to it. His name's Fred again. He did Boiler Room and Coachella like last year.
Literally
It's not like
never heard of
EDM where it's like, it's not like that. It's
Yeah.
like, and he plays all the instruments.
Oh, say a word.
Yeah, and he like, if you look him up, he's mad. He's like, it's really, and it's not the genre I like. Someone put
But
me
that
on.
resonates with you.
Man, yeah, he samples like a Frank Ocean and flips it.
Yeah.
I seen him live, and I'm going to see him in Barcelona.
That's dope.
Like imagine just being able to, I'm just gonna go check him out in Barcelona or whatever.
But that's not how much I like him. Or I was like, I don't like
Slip
his
that
music.
in there, you know.
So do you go out to LA a lot? Still?
I live there. So
You
it's a
do
home-
live
yeah,
there?
Yeah, I
Oh,
moved there in
okay.
2016.
You guys ever go to Kill Tony?
No.
No.
I
You
mean,
guys,
maybe
is that
when
like
I was-
frowned upon amongst actual comedians? Or
When it was, it used to be like when I would go to Potluck, which is kind of their open mic. That would
Yeah.
be in the original room.
Yeah.
And then Kill Tony it used to be in the belly room, which is the small room.
Yeah.
And then it became big, and then it went into the main room.
right.
So there would be a bunch of kids showing up to do Kill Tony.
This is pre-pandemic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
way.
I got into it pre-pandemic
Yeah,
too.
way,
so.
way back in the day.
So I would be signing up for like Potluck, which is the open mic, and I would just walk in and watch Kill Tony a little
Right.
bit.
I want to go to that show so fucking bad.
Yeah, we
You
only went
should.
to one.
I
I
would
went to
love
one
to.
before my
It's in,
wife.
it's in Austin now.
Yeah,
it's in Austin.
At the new Joe Rogan
Yeah.
venue.
Everything's in Austin, Texas now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which I've had a friend, Persian comedian. He was like, I was like, how's Austin? He goes, it's still Texas.
Yeah.
For him,
Can't
right?
take the
You can
Texas
still get
out of
lynched.
Austin.
Yeah, for him, he's like,
Don't
I'm
come here.
still I'm Persian. I'm like,
So,
oh, yeah,
so
exactly.
where are you at with the music? What's the taste like? What's the palette looking like?
Well, yeah, you talk about folk. Like I always loved folk music.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't really know anything about like you would. I'm doing it wrong.
No, you're not doing it wrong. You're just listening to more like contemporary
Yeah,
folk music. But my taste in music was influenced by having like a really repressed childhood. Like I wasn't allowed to listen to music.
Secular.
And actually, like my mom, because she's Muslim, one time we were walking, we went into a record store, and she was like, "You can listen to Cat Stevens," because he became Muslim. So she was like
that.
She was like, this guy's cool. You can listen to him. And then once we got, and I loved Cat Stevens is the GOAT. And then once we got like a computer and internet, and we had Kazaa and LimeWire and all that shit.
Oh my God, LimeWire was super sick. I felt like a
RIP
hacker.
every fucking computer my mom bought because of that shit.
Oh yeah, destroyed everything.
I thought you were a lot younger. Then you said LimeWire, and I was like,
Yeah, LimeWire.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
Yeah, that's around our time.
I'm
30.
26 and I used the LimeWire. I felt like I was like a motherfucking.
wait,
early
how did you use it at
2000s hacker.
26?
He was me or
Him.
he's 26.
Yeah, I downloaded
he
it.
was a kid.
There was a Jelly Bean.
It was still around.
There was like an MP3 back in the day called a Jelly Bean. This is what Chris Brown had in his. Hey, like girl, I wanna see ya. That was about 5 minutes
Yeah, I
ago.
have no idea what
I
song
see
is
you
it.
across the street. And I know you like see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He like
and
dancing, he's sliding, he's
slides
guiding,
in,
he's sliding.
sliding throughout the whole
He had
video.
he had this little Jelly Bean MP3 player, which like, yeah, trust me, when you see this thing, you're like nostalgia.
No, I know the
deluge
video.
and nostalgia. So
D. Ray Davis was in the video. He's a comedian, but he's also in
I know.
Snowfall.
I know who you're talking.
Snowfall, man.
He plays Peaches, but he was in that video.
So I saw that video at this time. I was like grade 2, maybe grade 3, and I was like, this guy's. I see the MP3. my sister ends up getting the exact same MP3, and I used to steal this MP3, download my own little like playlist from the limewire because everything I was seeing was from my sister. She's 39 now, so like I was like grade 3, like downloading like Run It, like let's see if we run it
with Joel Santana.
Yeah, so and I was downloading, I was making my own little playlist on thing, and I felt like I was one of those hackers from like early 2000 movies where like fighting mainframes and like trying to break through firewalls and shit. I'm like, this is it. I'm him.
You know, through what you're saying, I realize I know too much about things that nobody else cares about. Like if I knew about like politics the way I know about who's featured on whose song,
You would be out of here.
I'd be out of here. Bro. I can name. I don't know why I'm like. If you talk about Dat Piff, I can talk about Dat Piff for 4 hours.
Dat Piff.
Oh my goodness.
That's important too.
Apparently they shut down though, eh? Dat Piff.
What?
They shut down.
I remember that.
What do you mean they shut down?
It just shut down like a few weeks ago.
It got sad.
R.I.P. Dat Piff.
All right, we're done.
What do you mean it shut down?
Yeah, they shut down. They closed their servers. Like,
For what? They
well,
weren't
bro,
making money?
mixtapes. Like there's
Yeah,
we're in the
mixtapes are
streaming era right
done.
now. Like there's no reason to be uploading mixtapes to Dat Piff anymore. Like, you know.
No, I know, but I mean, remember when like a mixtape will come out? Like, like Lil Wayne's.
Dude, I remember specifically buying a Samsung because you could download songs directly from Dat Piff to the device.
Oh shit!
That was crazy.
I was
when-
huge on Dat Piff.
Cushion Orange Juice dropped on Dat
Yes,
Piff.
I
There's like
did.
5 albums, and when they dropped,
Dat
on
Piff
it.
was legendary.
I wasn't a big Dat Piff guy because like I
was
just
huge into it.
I mean, that's what Lil Wayne and Drama and Young
The mixtape
Young
era.
Jeezy when
Yeah.
Snowman
DJ Holiday.
No ceilings, or is that when you guys? Because when I was getting all my music from like my older friends, like yo, you get No Ceilings 3.
Dude,
like,
there's this. I think was this on Dat Piff. This is like his Young Jeezy. Remember the whole Snowman era?
Oh my
course.
goodness, I love that era. The big OTs with the giant snowmans on the front of it, and they're wearing chains.
There's like this
Time we have to wrap up this.
Probably 9.
9.
Okay.
Wait, where? This I just did it, he goes I don't need a friend when you whipping coke or something. Like do you know the record I'm talking about?
I wasn't a big Young Jeezy fan. I liked that era. I was always a Wheezy fan.
I
Like,
still listen to Jeezy in the gym.
no.
Good
workout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, if I can find you this song, it was like it made me want to like sell cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss that era where it's like you listen to a record, you're like,
I want to
I
do
could
that.
literally fucking
I sold
buy a
an
gun
ounce.
right now.
I sold an ounce once of weed though.
Okay,
I was like, yo, fuck getting canceled. Now you're criminalizing yourself.
I just had a bunch of friends in high school who were selling weed, and I was like, I could do this.
Yeah.
And I bought like a shit ounce and sold grams, and then I like
Smoke the profit.
I basically worked hard to sell my friends shitty weed so that I could have a free gram of shitty
Yeah,
weed.
that's how.
That's
When you're
the
selling
circle.
weed, you gotta go big scale.
I tried selling mushrooms though. We lasted a block because what happens? We took some and we went out to sell, but we got stopped at a tree and we just forgot about who. We were.
Yeah, there's the motives just kind of go off with the vibes.
We just were staring at the tree and then we go, fuck it, let's just eat the rest.
Yeah.
So when did you guys? So you guys both being like very successful in your line of work, right? When did you guys get that first taste? That first taste of success of like, man, I'm doing this.
I don't know. I do have like definite, like the first time I did stand up was in 6th grade. Like I said, there was a talent show at my school, and my friend,
This is the best.
my friend just signed me up.
Yeah.
He just wrote my name on the wall on the sign up sheet, and everyone saw it and they were like, "Oh, you're doing stand up." And I was like, yeah. So then I went home and I was like asking my dad, like, how do I do stand up? You know, not that he knows, but he helped me write jokes.
Right.
Oh, sweet.
And so I did stand up in front of my whole school, middle school. And I said, my name's Ahamed Weinberg. I'm half Muslim and half Jewish. You think you've got problems? I'm at a holy war with myself.
Yeah, I remember this. You
And
told
it
me this joke.
murdered.
Such a good joke.
I didn't know what it meant. I don't think anyone knew what it
I think
meant.
teachers started to spat up, probably like,
Yeah.
what the? That's
such
fucking
a-
hilarious.
Oh,
It was just a joke. It was like a good joke,
Yeah.
and it just
Coming out of a child's mouth too.
coming out of it awkward. Like I had a huge red afro. I'm sure I stared at the ground the whole time. Didn't look up. I was shitting my pants the whole time.
No pre-bowel movement.
Diaper on.
But it went really well. And then I just remember like next day, like people were like, "Oh, that was cool." That's when it like that was the seed.
that like got you.
That was the seed, and his seed
and
was
also I was good at school, but I wasn't great. Like I had friends who were really smart, and I was like, okay, you're smart. I was bad at sports, always bad at sports. So then for some reason it just clicked in my head. I was like, oh, comedy. It's just like, it's smart, but it's fun, but it's cool, but it's like interesting. I became kind of like obsessed with it at that age.
I guess between that day in grade 6 to you performing again, to you then being like, okay, I'm going to make a career out of this. Like, what's kind of the timeline on that?
I think I wanted to be a comic at that age. Like I would do like, I did the talent show again like a couple more times.
That was your number one gig.
Yeah, every year, and it was a lot of pressure.
Well.
Yeah.
You're still doing it?
But
I'm still there.
How old were you when you like you did stand up in an actual comedy club?
After high school, I went to the Helium Comedy Club in Philly.
Okay.
And did an open mic, and I had to go first. I remember. Took a huge shit, and then
it's that bowel movement, boys and girls.
Huge shit. Walked out. I said that same joke.
Then took another shit on the stage.
No, I said I'm Ahamed Weinberg. I'm at a holy war with myself. Killed again.
It's such a good.
That is a really good joke.
No, I could do it tonight.
And
it would destroy.
Destroyed.
Shout out to my dad.
Yeah.
Shout out to your dad, dude.
Anyway,
like
Do it tonight and get Dave to film it. We'll edit it into the show.
And then
He's like,
so the
nah,
blue
dude.
check marks, and then, for you actually, when did you realize, hey man, I'm certy, I'm certified?
I mean, a check mark was like, I think my manager figured that out.
Yeah.
You could probably buy one, I guess, at this point. You could probably buy one at this point.
I think it was something shady.
can now, yeah.
I didn't really like. This was like
$15.
4 years ago or something like that.
That's when it had the real clout, the real power.
So I was like, well, okay, we're doing this, but I didn't really like. That wasn't a thing of like success. I think it was Just for Laughs, the comedy festival out of Montreal. I mean, out of Toronto now, England, and Australia. Fuck it, yeah. So I did this competition called Homegrown. So at the time they would in 2011 they would take like the best newer comics, and then you would like compete. Now then it turned into a non-competition, and I had like been doing comedy for.
I used to see that shit. I used to love watching that stuff. On Just for Laughs, and Just for Laughs was really good for that. They did new comics for that.
It's like it birthed like so many people's things. So it was like 8 years at that time. I was like, man, nothing's sticking. I couldn't get like anyone in the like comedy industry, like not like
catch on.
Not like the comedy industry has like especially in Canada, like festivals here, like Halifax, Winnipeg. I couldn't get on that level them to see me or respect me because like my style at the time was like pretty erratic and it just wasn't controlled. So I was like needed to be seen in a platform where they could see that I could tell jokes. And Homegrown was that place for me. And I think after that.
Did you win?
Huh?
Did you win?
I did, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I remember going up doing the first joke, it hit, and then I forgot everything.
You're like,
And you
oops.
still won.
wow.
For about 10 seconds, and I go, I'm gonna fuck up this opportunity, and I needed that opportunity, and then it was like a movie, and then all of a sudden it just kind of like it went and it went back, and then I kind of like was like, oh shit,
That's
It
dope.
was like, and bro, it was like pent up frustration for 8 years because I remember one of the comics went on last, Steve Schultz went on, and he does a joke that's kind of edgy. The crowd kind of ooze, and he goes, "Oh, loosen up. We know Dave Merheje won."
No way.
Before they even announced the whole thing, and I was just like, "But it
You
was
thought he was joking?
No, I knew I won.
Okay.
If I lost, I would have burned the whole place.
Pop that shit.
Because I was like worked so hard
Yeah.
for nothing for so long. Like it was just took forever that it built up like the tension in me
To make it
I
happen.
need to fucking so they can see. Like it was just so I wasn't. It wasn't like about like arrogance or it was like I went in there to
Confidence,
fucking
man.
destroy whatever was like. Like I was like no one's gonna remember nothing except for whatever I was gonna do here.
Right.
And then it just kind of put me in a rotation or just got the ball rolling. That was the first time. And you win like a little like award thing, and I drove it back to Windsor.
That's a gem.
Gave it to my mom.
Oh man.
What's
A little
Moral of
plaque
the
or something?
story?
Yeah.
Moral of the story: persistence pays.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Rome was never built in a day. It was a week.
That's it.
And this is like a dark part. One of the comics, I guess there was before the show started, a bird was dying.
A bird?
A seagull was dying at the back of the venue, and he killed it.
Okay.
Just they all
A little
can't.
cherry on top.
We still, it was the craziest
They
thing.
killed
ever.
it together.
No, he killed it, dude. He was like, but that's the psychotic thing.
Yeah,
to fucking do before the competition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Are you trying to we go to music that you want to show us?
No, I was gonna try to play this. Is it this?
Got an EP?
No.
The Jeezy song.
Just took over him.
What's the name of the track?
What the fuck are we talking about?
Dude, what are we doing here?
You saved me.
And then the drop, Come on,
Yeah.
bro. That's called Air Forces.
Let's
they don't
go.
make shit
Air
like that.
Forces. We
No,
don't give them
not
a
even.
sample.
Oh, bro, come on.
So, Ahmed, do you see
Harder than a
yourself getting
dinner
into
plate.
acting? Do you see yourself getting on screen with that beautiful face of yours?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I am acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm up here. I'm up
He's
here
up here
working on a
filming.
show.
Yeah, tell him.
Yeah,
All right,
plug-
let's talk
I can't
about
talk.
it.
I can't talk about it.
actually, but he's
Well,
I
plug,
know
plug
those-
some shit you've been that people might have noticed you from.
I was on Insecure on HBO.
Yeah.
I was. I've had a bunch of my own projects that I've created and directed and stuff. I had a web series on Comedy Central
Yeah.
called
No way.
Ahmed's Ramadan Diary, 2 seasons, and I had a series on. It's on Amazon now. It's called Please Understand Me.
Yep.
Okay.
And what
Running back.
else?
I still think my favorite thing is you guys got to watch it. There's a sketch he did where he destroys a heckler and the heckler finds him.
Oh, this is
No.
my
Think he
buddy.
hunts him down?
Well, this
My
sketch
buddy,
is
my
the
buddy
best.
Mecky Leaper. We make videos together.
And it's the funniest video. You have to watch this tonight. Just so to describe it, I guess.
We just came up with this idea, basically, like, all these like crowd work heckler like stand-up clips are like huge.
Yeah, they
online.
are. They're fucking huge.
So it starts out like shitty quality, looking like one of those where I go, look at this guy, he looks like an undercover cop, and everyone laughs, and then we see him, and he's like my buddy Chad Damiani. He's
He's
a
amazing.
hilarious actor.
Hilarious.
He's wearing like a baseball hat, and he does look like an undercover cop. And I'm like, I thought we defunded this guy or whatever. But then it cuts from like the shitty quality iPhone footage to like our real cameras.
4K.
Yeah, and we see him just looking at me, and it like punches in on him. And then the rest of the video is like a short film, basically,
Of him
that
trying to get revenge.
he follows me. He's like watching me. He's like studying me, and he's like training. And then he eventually ends up confronting me,
Yeah.
like violently.
Yeah.
And he goes, who's your fucking source?
Jokes.
And I'm just like,
I'm
I'm
gonna
just like
watch
this
it.
hipster dumbass.
We're watching that tonight.
I'm telling
I
you,
swear to
man,
God.
It's pinned on my.
it's
on my
one of the
I'm gonna
best
watch
things
that.
I've
That's
ever
hilarious.
seen. And, Ahamed obviously is amazing in it. Chad is like,
Yeah.
Chad's
like,
next level.
It's like a level where you're like, Chad's commitment
Yeah.
to this fucking character is
Is
absolutely
up there.
insane. And he does clown. I just did his show
Yeah.
in LA, and he's brilliant as fuck.
You just dropped a special, no?
I did. It's called Miseducation of a Fuckboy.
Yes, sir.
Inspired by Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Hill.
And it's on YouTube, the full special, but you can stream it on like Apple, Spotify, everything.
That's what's up.
Sweet. Do you guys have any?
You have a special yet?
I don't know. I've
Okay.
never taped anything. I don't even have an album.
You should get an album.
I guess.
This one was like, this one we self-produced it.
that was pretty good. I had a
watch
TV
it.
show
It's good.
back in the
It's
day
really good.
on Vice.
Really good.
It was a-
Yeah, he used to be on.
I used to have a little TV
guy.
show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was just about like how I was like 18 at the time. It was like a biography kind of thing. It was like Payday Toronto, like how I'm like 18, like selling drugs,
You know how
and
Vice is.
still throwing crazy corporate parties and like doing like partying underage and like doing all this shit underage and everyone knowing, but like not doing anything, and how I was able to like sustain my life, own a condo at the time. It was like a biopic of like him being like a cloudy kid that had
But I
like,
mean, wait, this is real. Like,
it's like
Yeah,
you
it's
can
on
watch
Vice.
it on Vice.
no, I mean, you had that. You had a condo in real life. Were they documenting you?
Yeah, I was waking up with like freaking the boomstick hitting me in my face. I was like, oh shit, like
Oh, but so this is a documentary. Basically.
yeah, it was a
Oh
documentary,
shit!
yeah.
Not a mockumentary. So you?
No.
I was actually doing that shit, man.
Whoa!
Yeah, I
And
plug Pope for real. I was doing the Lord's work.
yes. Cue the Jeezy.
Drug dealer?
I was someone.
He
that
moved
was-
more than just an ounce of weed.
Yeah, we can live it that way.
Wait, so they found you, or you found? How did you pitch this? Were you in
They
a
just
pitch room?
reached. No, they reached out. They reached out to me because I was already like doing their daily vices and stuff like that. Because half the board was fucking. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
I see
So
what
they
you
were
mean,
like,
I see
"Hey,
what
like
you
you're cool as shit, man." Like railed up half the time. Like you gotta get on. You gotta fuck with us. Gotta work with us. And then they were doing this payday, Viceland.
Yeah.
Viceland, and then they're like, we need to figure out another character to add to this like 45-minute like episode about like how people make unique livings in the city, and then they had me do a little Zoom meeting with the board, and then I was like, you guys have to pick me, dog. And they're like, yeah, all right, fuck it, what do you? And then it was like a year and a half of filming. It was sweet. They didn't pay me shit, but
Whoa.
yeah,
Cool,
This
though.
is usually this
You know,
is
at the very least, a document period of your life.
yeah, man. I can look
to
back
watch
in a couple
back
years
on
and be
it,
like,
probably
I
say.
was
That was him.
You were a waste man.
I was way.
That is the appropriate.
That's
use
the
of that
best.
word.
Yeah, you're a waste man.
Okay, yo, I've one question I've been meaning to ask this entire interview, and it keeps slipping. Favorite stand-up comedians?
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
I don't think there wouldn't be anything without. I mean, yeah, Carlin. We're probably I loved Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can name two. You can name
Richard
two.
Pryor
And
and
Carlin.
Mike Epps.
Mike Epps.
Mike Epps is really funny. How about you?
Yeah.
I don't know, actually. I do love Richard Pryor. I love people at different times in
That
my
too,
life.
Yeah. That's
Like my first guy was Mitch Hedberg. I was
Love
like
Mitch, dude.
obsessed
Mitch
with
I never
him.
got huge into him for some reason.
So
Incredible. The first
He is
com-
fucking funny, but
like the first comic. I was a kid and I had never heard stand up that was like, oh, this is so
It's unreal.
hits me like
Yeah.
so hard. But yeah, I don't know. Maria
He's-
Bamford's a huge one.
She's great. Sebastian Maniscalco.
You love
I
Sebastian.
love Sebastian, dude.
What do you guys think about Cat Williams?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, Cat's the best. Dude.
Cat's so
Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr are my two favorites.
Yeah, those are
Bill
like Cat
Burr.
Williams is like unhinged in the best way
Oh my god.
of like his
Well,
comedy.
motherfucker.
Last I saw, he was like fucking fighting a 14-year-old.
No, he's back.
He bounced back from that.
Yeah,
he bounced back
okay.
from that.
His best special to me is the one in the green outfit.
Yeah.
That one was the one
Isn't
where
that
I
the-
was like,
wait.
I want.
Is that the smoking on death?
Yeah, he's smoking on
I
death.
mean, I'm gonna die. Yeah.
I'm not gonna,
He is fucking funny.
He goes, hey, this is gonna kill me.
Yeah. No, that special was
That was-
fucking.
I think I watched that special like 16 times, 17
Yeah.
times. I watched it almost like every day for a
That's
week.
the best one.
Anyways, guys, I think you guys gotta get out of here soon. So why don't
But
you guys
quickly,
go
I was about to
ahead.
ask you if you could just give us a quick rundown on any projects and ideas that you guys have in the mix for this
Anything you
upcoming
wanna
summer,
plug?
so people can kind of keep their ears to the streets and follow you guys.
Yeah, maybe drop your Instagrams again.
My Instagram's at Ahamed Weinberg, AHAMED.
Sick.
Sick.
I don't know. I don't
What do you
really
got going on?
touring. Hopefully, I've just been up here working, so I have to start planning my next thing. But what about you?
It's Dave Merheje is the handle. I'll be touring, but I'll be in Sled Island in Calgary. I think it's end of June, like June 23rd. 22nd, 23rd, and but just watch Rami on Stars and a special on Crave called "I Love You, Habibi."
Fucking right.
Yeah,
I love that, guys. Thank you guys for
thank you guys.
Thank you.
for
Oh,
being
yeah,
with
yeah, thanks
us.
for popping
Like,
in.
boom. And that's a wrap. Another episode of the Shop Boys.
Huh?
Thanks for tuning in and joining us on this fashion-filled journey for real.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed the episode and maybe learned something new about either us or the guests. Please be sure to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite podcast platform, and
Don't forget to leave us a review on the Apple Podcast or whatever you're listening from. Your feedback helps us improve the show
Yes,
and reach
sir.
more listeners for real.
if you want to stay in the loop on all things Shop Boys, be sure to follow our shop at Relocation Toronto on social media. We're going to be sharing sneak peeks, behind the scenes content, and announcements about upcoming episodes.
And even more exclusive perks, join our Patreon community.
Yes,
As a
sir.
member, you'll get discounts on high-end vintage clothing from our store Relocation and early access to our new arrivals.
Thanks again for listening to Shop Boys. We'll be back soon with more interviews, more vintage finds, and more fashion insights. Until then, stay stylish and keep on shopping and watching.
Like God.